Beat me down once before. Tie me to this mental road. Running, fighting, moving through the highs and lows. Beat me down once before. Tie me to this mental road. Running, fighting, moving through the highs and lows.
Yes, sir. What it is, what it ain't. With my good people out there, what's happening? Not for the Week podcast. I am your host, Paid Lee, and this is big episode 50. That's probably gonna be hella loud in the microphone. I don't have my sound board hooked up just yet, but we have made it to that little milestone, y'all. Number 50. Yeah. It's been a long time coming. I thought I was doing this for only a year, but I guess it's been 2. So we're still trucking. We're still rocking. We're still rolling. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share this with somebody. Share it with your mama's mama. And all that good stuff. Let's make sure we plug this stuff in real quick. It's right here. Let's see if I can remember. Instagram, Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and all of my music platforms is all under the same thing. It's on the Paid Lee. So if you want to check that out, make sure you go follow me on that. TikTok is the only thing that's different. TikTok is Paid Lee 0 at Paid Lee 0. If you want to fuck with me on there and see what I got going on there. Any donations you would like to give to the platform, to the podcast for studio equipment, all of that good stuff. It is my email. I mean, not my email, I'm tripping. $, not for the week pod. And that is on Cash App only as of right now. But yeah, if you just like to give whatever, thank you in advance for that. Excuse me. Any music submissions you'd like to send me, any advice you need on whatever, if you just want to simply show support, that email is bookieblender24 at gmail.com. That is BOOKIEBLENDER 24 at gmail.com. So make sure if you have any submissions or whatever, send it through that way. So we just have one email submission this week. It is a song. It is a song submission, I believe. Yeah, it's a song submission. Hold up. I gotta go to Google Drive and all this shit. It looks like it's called The Reset by Brandon Evers. Another person I haven't met yet. He just follows me. Follow each other on social media. We talk here and there about ideas and things of that nature. But I never met him yet. We haven't networked and shit like that. But yeah, man, let's get into it. He said before that this is a song that he hasn't dropped yet, and he was looking to drop it here first on the platform. So all y'all just like me is gonna hear it here for the first time. So without further ado, let's get into it, and then we'll get into everything else. The Reset by Brandon Evers, my bad.
I'ma be honest, it's hard to write, it's hard to even talk. Looking back in days on history, it's a mystery I walked. Never got to feeling jaded, felt like I was nearing chalk. Being traced around my body, but now luckily, I've stopped. Yeah. Unspoken. Look.
Next time, I play song submissions and shit. I have to remind myself to get a speaker, but let's go.
I'm not the same damn man from those years ago. Life has gone a different way, took me on a different road, and it's got me in danger, unbelievable. Now I gotta reset, and I don't know where I should go. Only just I'm unclean, but the blame is on me. Had to pull the fucking trigger so the girl would claim me. Really thought I'd be free after putting it down, but now each time I see me, I think of pops in the clouds. I was following the footsteps, and the picture growing up. You would think that I knew better, but I've never felt stuck. Now I'm floating through my days, cause there's nothing in my cup. Grandpa didn't pass his 40s, now my kids are growing up. So I gotta get me right, do some more than just survive. It'll take me quite a fight, but at the end I'll be alive. Never thought that I could do it, but I've got to push the start. I ain't doing this for me, I see my kids while standing by. It's killing me so slow. Now it's time for a reset, trying to find my way back home. Only thing that goes to show is that lately I've been sleepless in my healing, I don't know. Cause it's killing me so slow. Now it's time for a reset, trying to find my way back home. Only.
So before I finish this real quick, I do want to say off the bat, it is kind of hard to like, I don't know what like effect or whatever you put on that, but it's kind of like, it's kind of hard to like listen to it in a way, unless you like clean it up, I guess, vocally, or change the effect. Yeah, that's my one critique right now. It's kind of hard to listen to that part because it's like whatever effect or auto tune you put on it, it's kind of like, it's kind of, I don't know. It's just low key kind of hard to listen to that, bro. No lie.
Thing that goes to show is that lately I've been sleepless in my healing, I don't know. Never really got paid, hardly ever got played, hardly ever got booked, so I put it on the stage. Now it's time that'll change, see now I'm really dialed in. No one really knows my name, so I've got back to the pen. Got a hone in on the brand, let me tell you who I am. Here I'll even keep it short, I am just a broken man. Never had to wait to vent until he turned into music. He poured his soul in every song, the fucking grind was just roots. So now we're back to the mill, see I'm the unspoken man. So I don't talk, I just take action, do you fucking understand? Now this life you see me live is never really in the plans, but I'm here to make the most, so I'm just shaking every hand. Now I'm taking every chance, so I'll thank you in advance for this coming for the ride. I don't even need the vans, cause the shit is nationwide. Now we simply wait for time, everybody's catching on, cause we dedicated lives. Being voices for the people, everybody's passing by. To the ones that go their lives, falling for the different lies. Never really know their value, cause they've only been denied of any room to really grow. And that's the shit that I despise. Now we all can unite and grow together as one. We're just living and we're learning. No one said this shit was fun, but it's something that we need, and we've only just begun. So let's just focus on the reset, take it back to square one. We don't have to be defined by the damage that we've done. Man, we're only fucking human, try forgiving someone. Then you'll see how life will change, how much shit you're learning from simply going through the days, trying to make you someone. See, that's the journey of life, so don't go wasting your time. Make the most of each chance, then reset from time to time. Yeah, I said reset from time to time.
Dynamics.
All right, so that was Brandon Evers, The Reset. As I said, my critique on it, I guess, would be just the production part. Sometimes the rap is kind of low. Excuse me, the rap is kind of low, and then when it gets to the hook or the singing, you kind of brought up the levels of the volume, which in return kind of like makes the song kind of like up and downish, if that makes sense. But it's not a bad song. I'm not saying I don't fuck with it, but since we kind of talked through the DMs and shit like that, I'd rather give you a genuine response than tell you some bullshit. But yeah, I think my only critique is just the production part of it, bro. Just clean up the production just a little bit, you know what I mean? I think you'd be mixing and mastering your own music, so just kind of get a little bit more in that bag with it, and then you'll be solid, bro. Good luck on making your album and everything like that. But yeah, just the production. The only thing needs to be cleaned up and whatnot. Some of the parts is kind of lower, some of the parts is kind of higher. the vocal effects on the singing part. Maybe just even like re-record that part and kind of bring more melody into it, more not more soul like it was soulless, but like kind of put a little bit more into the recording process further down the line. You know what I'm saying? But I fucks with you, bro. Thank you for the email submit or the music submission. We will keep talking, later on and whatnot. But yeah, bro, that's my critique about it. So yeah, that was the only submission I got this week, y'all. Just that one song by Brandon Evers. I will put his information down below. Obviously not that song because it's not out yet, but I will put his Instagram or, music platform, whatever is easiest to get access to. I will post that. So, as many of you guys have seen, heard, or, whatever, Outkast was just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Hold on, we gotta. I don't know, some random shit. Last night at the annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony in Cleveland, Ohio, Outkast were inducted by Donald Glover. Both Andre 3000 and Big Boi were in attendance to accept the honor. However, only Big Boi participated in a tribute performance that included J.I.D., Doja Cat, Tyler the Creator, Janelle Monáe, and Killer Mike performing Outkast classics. I didn't watch the performances just yet. I did watch a little bit of like the beginning of it, a Big Boi and J.I.D. out there rapping and stuff. But I really more so brought this up because I liked Andre 3000's acceptance speech when he did get the award or whatever the case may be. And I'm pretty sure many of you guys heard it, and I'm pretty sure now a lot of people are going to be saying it. But I guess what Andre 3000 was saying was basically a friend of his or somebody told him, great things smart. Great things smart. Great things start in little rooms. And I fuck with that because that's my whole thing, my whole get down, my whole little operation. As some of you know or may not know, whatever, when I first started this shit, I was recording on the ground. Like, I was sitting on the floor and was holding my phone up and just recording that shit. And it was actually perfect that this quote came up, or that they're saying this now that I'm on episode 50, because I'm like, damn, even though it's not a big ass platform, big ass channel, like you see over time, if you keep at it, like, what it does for you and shit, what it does for people and things of that nature. So that shit, when I saw that, when I heard that, actually, that really, like, I'm like, damn, bro, that motivated me even more, because I'm like, see, even people like that who are inducted into the Hall of Fame and shit like that, they even start somewhere. Small rooms, little rooms, one camera, no camera, whatever the case may be, one fan, 100 million, 1,000 followers. It all starts from somewhere, so that's why I was really fucking with that. So shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to the Outkast, or shout out to Outkast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Big Boi, Andre 3 Stacks. I haven't watched another performances yet, like I said, but I will tap into that shit later on. I was more so just fucking with that quote and just kind of Andre 3000's whole spill, his whole little speech thing. If you guys want to watch that, make sure you go tap into that. I'm not going to post it for copyright reasons. Trying to demonetize, nigga. But yeah. Some more hip hop things. This nigga Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert wins sexual harassment lawsuit filed by former assistant. Now, this is my first time. I mean, obviously not right now, the second, but this is around like this is kind of my first time really hearing about this type of shit. That Little Uzi was on that, but I mean, I guess a lot of famous people are kind of weird or on some shit or trying to touch or be, on some weird shit. Let's get into it. Lil Uzi Vert has officially beaten a sexual harassment lawsuit filed by his former assistant, ending a legal dispute that alleged inappropriate behavior and workplace misconduct. The case was dismissed last week after the plaintiff, identified only as Jane Doe, voluntarily dropped the suit with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled. The lawsuit, originally filed against Lil Uzi Vert, his company Uzi Vert LLC, and Roc Nation, claimed the Philadelphia rapper sent explicit messages and created a hostile work environment between 2002 and 2025. Damn. Joe alleged that Uzi made unwelcome sexual advances, including messages such as, "Come rub me down before you leave and let me see that booty." Now, whether I believe any of this shit is true, false, kind of true, kind of false, I don't know, man. I don't even want to. The case was dismissed. Not saying that doesn't make him guilty or not guilty, but you never really know nowadays. Money goes a long ways. Money can make some things go away. Not saying that he did that in that situation. Not saying he gave her money to, be quiet or whatever the fuck. But money can do a lot of things for you. Money, resources, power, all that shit can do a lot for you. So, I don't know. I was also hearing he had some beef with like Cardi B or, some shit like that, which I'm not getting into because this ain't the Breakfast Club. This ain't academics. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no jumper, none of that gossip and shit. But yeah, man, that's just some crazy shit that I saw. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Lil Uzi Vert getting into some legal shit. It seems like Roc Nation is always into some shit too. Motherfuckers is always trying to sue Roc Nation or have a lawsuit. Just, some shit is always going on with motherfuckers in Roc Nation for some reason. So, Grammy nominee Rod Wave arrested on drug and weapon charges. He's out now though. I believe they said he bonded out or something like that. But let's just I can't not talk today. Read the report. The artist was arrested the same day he received his first Grammy nomination. That's fucked. That when I see something like that, that's low-key like, yeah, they were trying to target that nigga, like, for sure. The same day he got a Grammy nomination, they go arrest this nigga. Come on, bro. The artist was arrested the same day. Blah blah blah. His artist said he was unjustly profiled and unlawfully arrested in Atlanta. I heard Atlanta police don't be fucking around though, and majority of them is black too. But I heard they don't be fucking around out there in Atlanta. Atlanta PD don't be fucking around with it. Rapper Rod Wave was arrested on weapon and gun charges in Atlanta on the same day he picked up his first Grammy nomination. The artist's legal team said Sunday. The platinum and gold record performer was booked under his legal name. Rodarius Marcel Green on suspicion. Possession of a controlled substance, possession of a firearm or knife, and reckless driving. Fulton County Jail records showed. He was arrested Friday and released Saturday. Yeah. Only booked him for a day. Like I said, that money, money, resources, and all that shit go a long way, boy. If it's anybody else, his ass would have been in there for a minute. The same day Green earned a Grammy nomination, he was unjustly profiled and unlawfully arrested in Atlanta, according to a statement by defense attorneys Drew Feinling, Marissa Goldberg, and Zach Feinling. The arresting officer belongs to the Atlanta Police Department's Controversial Crime Suppression Unit, a group known for its aggressive tactics and emphasis on high arrest numbers rather than genuine public safety. It's majority of these fucking police dudes in a uniform, really gang members in a fucking police uniform out here targeting niggas and, doing all that. The legal team said in a statement to NBC News on Sunday, Mr. Green was targeted as part of this quota-driven approach, a practice that undermines justice and erodes community trust. We look forward to challenging this baseless arrest and the clear violations of Mr. Green's right in court, the statement said. Yeah, man, that's just fucked up. This ain't the first time he's been in some shit with the law, been arrested, been fucked with, whatever. I do feel like, obviously, for one, being a black man in America, you're gonna get targeted regardless if you're a famous nigga or not. But him being who he is, and then with that Grammy nomination, bringing more attention and notoriety to himself, they're like, yeah, no. We got to get him. If we make it a big arrest like this, it's good for us. It looks good for us. If they arrest a regular smuggler on the streets, like whatever. But this obviously made the news. So this is what they wanted. This is what they're looking for. And majority of the shit is just a payday for police. They just go and try to target niggas, get niggas, and, whatever makes them hit their monthly or quarterly whatever, they'll do that by any means. So, fuck the police. Shout out to Rod Wave. I fuck with you, Rod Wave. You know what I'm saying? That boy is free. So, fuck the police. Since we're on episode 50, I also wanted to do pretty much like a recap or like talk about my favorite episodes / interviews that I've done. I wrote down 5. This is no particular order at all. And this isn't based off like the personal relationship I have with the person or the artist, whatever. This is more so just the vibe and the energy of that day during shooting. So, no hard feelings. All right, so in no particular order, my top five favorite episode / interview. Number 1 is going to be episode 9, which I will post a little snippet, whatever, right here. Episode 9. That is with my boy Matt K. That is the first interview that I did starting this whole interviewing shit. I can't say starting the whole, not for the week podcasting thing, because like I said before, my first episode was on the ground, me just talking, whatever. But this is the first interview I've done. And given the fact that we've already done music together, he was engineering some of my music, it just felt natural and genuine. And we went by it pretty smooth, pretty easy. It wasn't too much awkwardness and shit. I felt like when I was doing it, this is kind of something I could see myself doing or feel comfortable doing down the line. So shout out to my boy Matt K. Yeah, that's one of my favorite interviews, man. It's where it all started for sure with the interviewing. Well, that's literally where it started with the interviewing. So shout out to my boy Matt K. Good vibes, good energy. He's also an Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? He's a January Aquarius. I'm a February Aquarius. So, we just a little bit better than them niggas. But shout out to my boy. Number 2, episode 18. That episode 18 with the Big Nati. That is another episode that was good because even till this day, she is the only female artist that I've had on the platform speak about her music, life, and etc. The vibes is cool. It was genuine. Getting pretty fucked up, with the shots and shit. It was just cool vibes, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, she's the only female artist I've had on the platform. So step it up. Number 3 is episode 31 with my boy Apollo Snow. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this thing for a while in the Chico area, doing his shit. But that was one of my favorite episodes just because of the energy around us that day. I think it was like a Friday night or something. Yeah, it was a Friday night or something, and we were like in the downtown Chico area. People were walking by, people were screaming, not obviously like screaming for us type shit, but it was just a lot of commotion. Cars are fucking skirting off and doing that type of shit. So it was just a lot going on that night. Good energy, and just all around the vibes was just, it was just good vibes, bro. The whole night was just good energy. So shout out to my boy Apollo Snow, and that was episode 31. The 4th interview that I want to say is my favorite is episode 17, and that is with D-Bros or D-Bro $. He goes by both, either or, whatever the case may be. But that was my first time meeting him as well, and that was actually my first time kind of like in a studio, like the whole setup and shit with the booth and like the whole setup shit was just professional. You know what I'm saying? Looked like he had his shit together. Good dude. Laughing and shit the whole time. It was just cool, man. You know what I'm saying? He just welcomed me in. It's like I've known him for hella long when I met him that day because we were just chopping it up, vibing. You know what I mean? Of course we were drinking that Julio, and smoking a little tree and shit. But yeah, it was cool, man. He was a genuine dude. He didn't give me no like weird energy or vibes or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just welcomed me in, and we got it done. So shout out to him, man. And the last but not least, my favorite episode / interview is episode 26, and that is an interview with me, my motherfucking self. And the reason why I say that is because that was the first time I've actually let somebody interview me on the platform. It's actually crazy because Matt K is the one that interviewed me, and my first interview, like my first time interviewing somebody was with him, and his first and only time interviewing somebody was me. So it's just like crazy how that shit works. But yeah, that was my favorite episode for that reason, because it was just kind of like a, kind of like damn, like kind of like a full circle moment. Like I've interviewed him for his first time, and he interviewed me for the first time. So it's like what the fuck. And I feel like I kind of got to talk about my life a little bit more than just the music. There's only so much you can hear in a fucking 1, 2, 2.5, 3-minute song. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all them people, man. Shout out to Matt K. Shout out to Big Nati. Shout out to Apollo Snow. Shout out to D-Bros. And shout out to my motherfucking self. And I know I'm not stealing that from Snoop Fraud, Snoop Dogg's, Trump, whatever you want to call the nigga. Oh, no. It's actually weird, like, how much respect and shit people have for Snoop Dogg. And then once he did that shit with, with Trump, I'm like, damn, bro. I don't even know how I can, like, think about, like, I don't even know what to think about the nigga after that. But anyways, That was my top 5. And what I've learned doing these podcasts, bro, from episode 1 to 50, is people respect, people love and respect growth and the fact that you're trying to expand. So you don't need a fucking $1 million setup, studio, all that shit from the get-go. As long as you're evolving over time, I think people will grow with you. You know what I mean? So I've learned to not stay stagnant, not to do the same style of video over and over and over. Every episode don't have to be an interview. Every episode don't have to be me saying a whole bunch of shit or talking about, watching kids and all that shit. Like, just every now and again, gotta switch that shit up. So I just kind of learned that, just to grow over time, evolve with the times, and don't be stagnant, man. And also I've learned over this couple years, is just to do the work when you don't want to do the shit. If you think every single time I've done this shit, I wanted to do this and edit the videos and all that, you're crazy. But the times I didn't want to do this shit, I really just put my best foot forward and was like, somebody out there might resonate with the shit. Somebody might like it. Somebody might watch it and apply it to their life or another person's life or whatever the case may be. So always kind of have that in the back of your mind. Don't put other people before you, though. Like, don't just burn yourself out for the sake of entertainment or just putting some shit out there. Be strategic about it. Be genuine about it. But yeah, just do the work, man. Even when you don't want to do this shit, just like, fuck it. This shit is gonna pay off eventually. So do it. And invest in yourself. I think I said that a couple episodes ago, but I'm just reiterating it now. To just invest in yourself and keep striving. A lot of bullshit is being thrown our way. A lot of things in the world are trying, or like a lot of people, I guess, are trying to like kind of start like a racial divide. There's always been a racial divide in America, regardless of where the people show it or not. They're trying to divide us. So stay strong, stay with your people. Look out for your people, man. Check on somebody this week. Let your people know, or in the surrounding area, if you ever see ICE roaming around trying to, be sneaky or whatever the case is. Tell people about them niggas. Get them out of here. Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump and all that shit. I'm going to keep saying, I damn near might just be saying that every video until they, you know what? Whoever reported me, you're probably a MAGA. You're probably one of the MAGA red pill, fresh and fit Andrew Tate listening ass niggas. That's probably who you are that reported my page. And you're probably some fucking undercover ICE agent. So fuck you. And get a life. Another thing I want to say is for my people out there that haven't really been hearing from me musically. Just know this upcoming year, 2026, I will be dropping a gang of new music. Excuse me. I just kind of had to take a back seat for a little bit. I just kind of wanted everything to elevate as far as the music, the podcasting, and everything after that. So instead of me just releasing music whenever and just kind of putting out some random shit, random visuals, whatever, I wanted to be more professional about it, more kind of take a more business approach towards not just podcasting but the music as well. I'm looking at myself more as a business rather than just a regular rap artist. You know what I'm saying? So I will be dropping a lot of new music this upcoming year. Working on a project, getting the features together. I am writing a lot. The writing is coming more better because I think the older I'm getting, I'm just experiencing more things and I'm just putting it out more so on wax than just keeping it in. So stay tuned for all of that when that comes out. You know what I'm saying? That will all be on my paid lead page, and not this channel right here. I will also put my channel below as well as always. But yeah, man, a lot of new music will be dropping. Visuals will be dropping. Now, as far as me doing music videos and stuff for other people, I don't know where I'm at with that. As of right now, I've done 3 music videos for other people, but I don't know. I think in this next year, I think I'm gonna get away from that completely. But we will see. I don't know. I'm in the process of editing somebody's music video right now, but after this video, I'm like, I don't know. I never really wanted to be a videographer or cameraman. It's just something that kind of just, happened. So, I don't know. Because I feel like if I do take that approach, I would want to take it more serious. And like I said, I'm trying to focus on the podcasting and the music. So adding another thing to my plate might be a no-go. Stressing me out sometimes, y'all. Stressing the nigga out. Episode 50. I wish I was a little bit more exciting this time, or had my sound. Once I get my soundboard kit working, all I need is an adapter for it. Once I get that, then we on a cracking. I can make some more random ass noises. Oh, it didn't work. Yeah, see, it didn't work. But yeah, whenever I get that going, whenever I get that cracking off, we will be cracking off. But like I said, you just got to start from somewhere. Start small. Dream big, start small. Work your way up. You know what I'm saying? Can't do 100 push-ups if you can't. I don't know. I thought I was gonna say something that was gonna eat, but I didn't. Make sure you like, comment, share this video with somebody. Send in your submission, send in your advice, send in whatever you gotta send in to the email bookieblender24@gmail.com. I would say happy holidays and all that stuff, but I am going to make another video before then. So until you guys see or hear from me again, man, just stay safe, stay blessed, stay positive through all the bullshit that's going on in the world. Get educated. Oh yeah, actually, now that I think about that, my bad. I forgot about the words of the day. Talking about education, I'm not even educating y'all. What the fuck is this? Words of the day. I got 3 of them for y'all today. 1 is rapture, 2 impeccable, and 3 is visionary. And now, as always, when I bring up the words of the day, it's most likely words that you've heard before, but I just like to kind of like not really bring it back, but I don't know. So rapture, impeccable, and visionary. Rapture, a feeling of intense joy. You probably heard that maybe in a church setting or something, maybe. I don't know. Impeccable, perfect, and without flaws. So a lot of you motherfuckers think you are, but you are not. Especially with the rapping and all that shit. A lot of you guys act like you're the greatest. I almost just went in on you niggas for no reason. But yeah, that's what impeccable means. Visionary. thinking about or planning the future with great wisdom and foresight. That's what many of you guys are. That's what I kind of like to see myself as sometimes. Not all the time. Not my days where I'm up, I'm down. I feel like I'm creative. I feel like I'm not. I feel like the stuff I'm putting out is good. I feel like some of the stuff I'm putting out isn't. You know. So, I feel like a lot of you guys are visionaries, though. A lot of you guys have the thoughts of doing big things, but you don't actually go through with them because you're scared of what people say and, you know, what the reaction is going to be. As you could tell, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Some of my videos have 20 views on it. It is what it is. But yeah, love y'all. Stay safe, man. I think I need a co-host or something. Because at some point, when I'm just in here by myself talking, it kind of gets awkward. Because it's like, I'm just looking at the camera, talking to y'all, quote unquote, but I'm really talking to myself. So it like gets awkward and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find the balance between, like, I don't know. Maybe I need a co-host or something. If you think I need a co-host, comment down below who you think that person should be. I don't like people in my house, though. I don't like people knowing, not even in my house. I don't like people knowing where I live. You know what I mean? Like, there's people I've known my whole life, and they don't know where I live. So it's like, you know. So that's why I also don't do the co-hosting thing. But who knows? Maybe in the future, I will be more open-minded to that. Whatever your favorite episode was of mine, comment down below. Once this drops, you got 50 of them hoes to choose from. So you better at least comment one. You can even just make up some shit and say 3, 7, anything. You can lie. It's all right. Just comment something. 1, 2, all the way to 50. Just let me know which episode of yours was the favorite. You don't have to say why. It would be appreciated, though, if you say why. But yeah. Let's get this to right now we're at 8 subscribers. My first milestone for this channel, we are at 8 subscribers right now. The first milestone is going to be 100 subscribers, and then from 100 you going to 1,000. Obviously, the quality in the videos and shit have to match up to what I'm asking. But as of right now, the milestone is just 100. So let's get it to 100. Easy peasy. Let me squeeze you, man. That ain't nothing. 100 people subscribing to it for free. I mean, I'm not even asking for no money in that. You just got to subscribe. Hit the button. Bing. And after you subscribe, if you really fuck with it, hit the notification bell. And if you really fuck with it after that, then I don't know. Hit me directly on Instagram or some shit, I guess. Because I can't get too personal with y'all motherfuckers, but I'll show you love. You know, I'll give you a peace sign, I'll give you a thank you, handshake, a hug or something. But yeah, show love, spread love, and fuck Trump, and fuck ICE, and fuck him. No, it's fine. Fuck your mama, fuck your granny, fuck your bald head daddy. We're out.
Beat me down once before. Tie me to this mental road. Running, fighting, moving through the highs and lows. Beat me down once before. Tie me to this mental road. Running, fighting, moving through the highs and lows.